What are we gonna hike today, Mama?
Charlie Bunion.
Charlies Bunion.
Charlie's Bunion.
Charlies Bunion. And we're going to hike on the Appalachian Trail. Not 2,000 miles to Maine. When do we do that?
Never. Too many murders.
Emily's scared. Emily's scared of being murdered on the Appalachian Trail. I would be more scared of hiking the Appalachian Trail.
That too.
We got to do it. It'll only take a little bit. We started our trip on a mountain, so we hiked Mount LeConte, and we're going to end our trip on a mountain on Charlies Bunion. It's about 9:30 in the morning. Okay.
Are you sure this is the one?
Yep.
Huh?
But Charlies Bunion is not marked.
Why?
Just isn't. So this was the final day of our trip to the Great Smoky Mountains. We spent 8 days in the park hiking every day. It was our 25th wedding anniversary, and we just spent basically 10 days totaling in the area. And we hiked all 8 days that we were there. This was our final hike. We did the Charlies Bunion, so we started on a top of a mountain. We hiked a mountain the first day. We did all kind of waterfalls and stuff in the middle. And we hiked Charlies Bunion the last day. So All Trails has this at 8.6 miles, and it's about 2,000 feet of elevation gain. And it's kind of wonky because you go up and then you come back down to Charlies Bunion, and then you kind of have to hike back up and down again. So you're hiking over a couple of different mountain peaks. So you can kind of see, this is the All Trails map. Spots 1 and 2 are kind of lookouts, and then you hike up to the top of Mount Ambler, and then you get up to 6,200 feet at Ketchert, and right about there's a little, there's a shelter, an Appalachian Trail shelter that you can go to. And then after that, you hiked back down, and you can see Charlies Bunion is up at stop number 7, or near stop number 7. And it's about 5,200 elevation at that part of the trail. We think we're near the tunnel because we hear honking as people go through the tunnel. Look at the clouds filling in.
Ocean.
All the clouds filling in that valley. So we're 2 miles in. Just had a little juice break. Now we're gonna hoof it, because I think this part's kind of level. I keep thinking that, but then I also think I am looking at the wrong map in my brain, and I'm thinking of another trail. We'll see. That's why it's called an adventure. Yeah, ice water spring shelter is what we're looking for. So we just keep following that, and that keeps us on the Appalachian Trail. Ice water shelter, that way. Point 2. Charlies Bunion, 1.3. So we're 2.7 miles in. Oh, it's 0.3 away from orange juice break. Look at that mushroom.
You gotta wait till you get to the ice shelter.
I'm gonna have some ice cold orange juice. I don't drink a lot of juice. But we learned after our first day, when we did, how many miles?
13, 14.
We did like 13 or 14 the first day, hiked Mount LeConte.
You had nothing when you
And I intermittent fast, and usually I don't eat until 11. And we didn't eat. I think I had a Cliff Bar the entire hike, and I was dead the next day. So had to adjust the eating schedule. So Emily wanted me to stop talking there because she liked this area that we were walking through, and it is very pretty. This was a very pretty trail. There's lots of these little areas where it's just mossy with trees everywhere, and you're kind of hiking up on the ridge of all these mountains. which makes it some pretty views out the side. So anyway, now I drink juice, and we're all good to go. That could be told where I gotta go. I gotta go look for a horse. So we passed the shelter, and we've been pretty much going downhill ever since. And everybody coming uphill is huffing and puffing. Mom likes going downhill more than uphill, and I like going uphill more than downhill.
I like it to be equal.
Mom likes it to be flat.
No, I just like it to not be one or the other the whole entire time.
Pretty much straight down. We see a sign, and we saw some people up on a cliff. Charlies Bunion, ready? 0.1 miles from here. So Charlies Bunion is at 5,528 elevation. And it's one of the rare places in the Smoky Mountains where you have this bare rock summit where you can kind of go out on a rocky ledge and see what's going on. And I read a little about it. It was in 1925, there was a big fire and it kind of scorched all the soil where nothing would grow. And then in 1929, there was a massive rain and it kind of washed all the soil off of the side of the mountain there and just exposed the rock. So pretty interesting, and one of the few places in the Smokies where that occurs. It's beautiful.
Not that I can help much. Be careful, please.
I have a little vertigo right now, I'm not gonna lie. Let me show you why. My palms are all sweaty. So we hiked there, and those people have gone down there.
Supposedly drinking moonshine.
Yeah, and they're drinking moonshine. Quite a view. This man's standing on the edge, peeing over the side.
With a cigarette hanging out of his mouth.
With a cigarette.
Oh my gosh, if he falls, I don't want to witness it. Maybe we should go somewhere else.
So when you get right here, you can actually see it through these trees. It's the first time you see it. Should I time-lapse it?
No.
Should I time-lapse it?
No. No one likes to watch us eat. I don't even like to watch us eat.
Hmm?
Oh gosh.
People probably like to watch me eat.
Hear you eat?
Hmm?
You're so gross.
It's fascinating. Let's do a little mileage check. Oh. 6.9. I sensed my mileage meter senses things. You know, when you're out on the trail as much as we are, you start to sense things, and you know, professionals. You know, I mean, this is the way it is when you're a big time YouTuber. You know, my 51 subscribers, excuse me, they expect a certain level of excellence. You know, and I'm basically here to provide that. So, I mean, that's the behind the scenes kind of stuff that most people don't get. It's all the You know, some people hike to tops of mountains and whatnot. I sense things like 6.9 miles and 2% batteries and a host of other issues. I mean, it basically just scratches the surface. Sometimes when I start yabbering on, Emily just runs ahead. Because after 25 years, she's tired of hearing me blabber on. It's almost lunchtime. Mexican restaurant. No way, Jose. Big old, that's what we're having today, I bet. I love these little sections where they're little baby ferns or whatever they are. Moss, I don't know.
I think more ferny than moss.
But they literally just cover the whole hill. Mama, go.
It's a nice little shelter if you didn't fall.
Go in there. We see the parking lot. It's our last hike of the Great Smoky Mountain 2020 trip. We figured up we did, we think 80 miles in 8 days. So we did a lot of hiking. It was fun. This was our last one. Started on a mountain and ended on a mountain. What's crazy is I didn't even really know all these trails connected here.
Oh my gosh, look at all these cars.
Pretty busy up here.
They don't tell you which side is which though.
Got the mallard all lit up tonight. Oh, something else we got tonight? Uh-oh. Old fire starter got it figured out. So we got us a fire tonight. You ain't gonna stop Dino 2 nights in a row. You wanna cook some steaks or anything? You got, go give me a big piece of cow. Let's go look at the front of the mallard. Everybody around here is learning about the power of the mallard right now. Oh yeah. Don't mess with us. I'm gonna have to turn that off because that's really annoying.